So Ben here is going to help us out today, showing us what we need for the supplies to strip and repaint our gun. Down here on the left to start off with, we have a snake that we're going to put down the barrel of our gun. And then we also have the gun oil, which we're going to use to wipe down the gun thoroughly before doing anything. Our next step after disassembling the gun, we're going to want to take the sandpaper and wipe down the barrel completely and anything that we will be painting. It's 150 grain and very fine sandpaper. Bought at Home Depot. Our next product is the paint thinner, and we also have some painter's tape. We're going to be using the paint thinner to wipe down the barrel after we have sanded it to make sure we have removed all remaining particles. We then have our primer, Rust-Oleum primer, self-etching primer, which stops rust, and this is going to be used after we sand the barrel. This is going to be the first coat we're going to put on it. After we put on the primer, here's our camouflage paint that we're going to be using. We have a light mocha brown and a dark brown, which is going to give it some great color. We then have the black flat paint, which we're going to be painting on the barrel of the gun itself and also the stock using the brushes here. And then we're going to be coating it with the crystal clear enamel afterwards to prevent any of the paint coming off from further rust. Thank you, Ben. Okay, step one of the process, we disassembled the gun, took the barrel, we just put a little bit of tape on both ends of the barrel so we can sand it. It's not necessary, but we decided to do it. It can be removed before being painted. So after we have our gun disassembled, we take the sandpaper, which is 150 grain, really fine sandpaper. We also have our microfiber rag, and we're just going to sand down the barrel completely, getting rid of all the remaining rust. It's also a good idea to wear gloves and a mask to prevent you from inhaling any of that rust. Why don't you show them how you sand it down a little? Just take the sandpaper, bend it a little, and just want to go down the barrel, getting all that rust off of it. Okay, so here's the finished product right here. You can tell this barrel has been completely sanded down. See the silver finishing on it? And now it's ready for the first coat. Okay, so after we apply our first coat of primer, we're then going to apply the light brown Rust-Oleum camouflage paint to our gun. And as you can see over here, we've already added the light brown to the barrel of our shotgun. Okay, so now that we have applied the light brown as a base coat to the barrel of the gun, we're going to take the brush that we have picked in the field and we're going to spray it with the Rust-Oleum dark brown camouflage. We're going to do it in different patterns so we can get some good different camouflage across the barrel of the gun. Same side, same side. Same side, yeah, just lay it down different angle. So after we applied the camo paint, the brown paint over the brush, we then go in with paint, taupe paint first, and we're going to apply smooth brush strokes across the action and also the barrel of the gun. First in the taupe, and then you're going to go through adding a little bit of green, not too much though, because the green just accents it. And then after you do the green, you want to put black strokes on about 85% of the brush you painted. This is what the final product looks like. And now it's ready to spray the final coat, the matte finish on there to seal in the paint. and prevent it from rusting any further. So now that all the marsh grass and reeds have been painted on the gun, we went ahead and applied 3 coats of the clear acrylic spray to seal in the coat to prevent further rusting, and also it gives it that amazing look. One thing to remember is take your time painting on the marsh and reeds. You can use different brushes to get different effects. Go slow, and remember, if you mess up you can always start over. Now once this dries out in the sun, which you typically want to leave it, we used a hair dryer to expedite the process. We can then go ahead and assemble our gun. Again, have fun with this project. Okay, now that we've reassembled the gun, you can see what the finished product looks like. On this project we decided not to paint the stock because it was synthetic and it was already in great shape. But again, have fun with this project and let it loose.